On the Medical Watch for you this afternoon, loneliness.
Medical reporter Dina Baer has more on some new findings in an aging population.
Once considered an emotional issue, now doctors know it has serious physical complications. Loneliness takes us on a roller coaster ride through life, but the real downfall starts as we get up in age. The U.S. Surgeon General says a lack of connection can increase the risk for premature death to levels comparable to smoking. In the company of dozens of spring flowers, psychologist Eileen Graham studies loneliness.
It's a state of emotional distress of having impoverished social relationships. You're not getting the amount of either emotional support or instrumental support that you need. And if that is persistent over time, that either it gets under the skin as a chronic stressor.
It's not considered a mental health issue, but the crisis of a different nature can impact our health and risk for disease.
Making people who are chronically lonely more likely to die sooner, more likely to develop diseases, more likely to develop dementia.
It can also lead to poor health behaviors.
It could also be impacting health via health behaviors that people engage in order to cope with those lonely feelings. So they might be engaging in heavier drinking or smoking behaviors in order to just make themselves feel better. In a given moment, somebody might not realize what's going on. But if they're experiencing that chronically over time, that is where it could be particularly detrimental.
Looking at pre-COVID studies from across the globe, Northwestern researchers found a common pattern. Think of it like a U-shape. In young adulthood, people may be moving to a new city or starting a new job. Any feelings of loneliness often subside during middle adulthood while raising a family and connecting with others through school-aged children and neighbors. But as we age, that sense of community can diminish.
The way older adults are often living alone, often going to assisted living where they're still, even if they're in a community, still somewhat isolated. We don't see the sort of same three-generation households that used to be very, very common.
There are ways to intervene.
If you have a neighbor that you perceive as maybe being somewhat isolated, invite them to go out for coffee with you. Even if they turn down that request, just knowing that there's somebody there for them that lives nearby, if they needed anything, might be enough to stave off those feelings of loneliness or at least mitigate that for them.
Point of contact, going for a walk, playing a game, a phone call instead of a text can make an impact.
We all get stuck in just the grind of our everyday lives. And it's important to step back from that and remember that we have needs.
The next step is to do a similar analysis using data collected during COVID. The researchers are curious whether the shared sense of camaraderie during lockdown may have boosted a sense of community and resilience. Back to you.